Just follow orders.
All right.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 7 of this Melbourne PQ. You're here with the Battle Batch crew, myself, Thibaut, Clint, and TV commentating. We've already been here for a few hours now, so we're hoping the quality of our commentating stays up. But yeah, round 7, they had a bit of delays in round 1, but everything's been super smooth since then. For this round 7, we have a Kylo Tarkintown, piloted by Peter, that we saw in one of the early rounds. I can't exactly remember. I think it was round 5, yeah, against the Palp. And a Cad Tarkintown, which Chris is piloting, that we have not seen yet. We saw a Cad Tarkintown earlier, but it wasn't Chris. Both players are undefeated at 6-0, so last Swiss round before top 8. You excited, gentlemen?
That is a spicy hand that the CAD player had, but he threw it.
Oh, okay. What do you have?
He had at least 2. Now there are 2 of them.
Okay, so we have some people.
Now he may have wanted to have thrown it because Kylo can probably Tarkintown his turn 1 play, which means it would be a dead card.
Unless you have the crafty.
See,
Unless you have the crafty. Yeah.
Here's the issue. Kylo probably can't.
Doesn't have anything to ping.
He'd have to play Migs, and if he played Migs and Cad passed to get his ping off, then you'd lose your Migs, and then you lose your first turn play.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I wonder why he opted to mulligan there. Because unless he just didn't have a unit to, now there are 2 of them.
That's the thing. Like in my experience playing, there are 2 of them. It's very strong card when you pull it, but there's so many cases where it's just not that strong. Because even if you play it after resource 3, it just feels not as strong. Like if you save 1 resource, you're like, do I want to play that? It's not.
I think Kylo's got to go wide here.
He's playing a cunning.
The CAD.
He had it on the far right. He just resourced it.
Okay.
But he
probably thinks that if he gets to 6, he's probably won without the cunning.
No. But what I'm it's a bit like. But who's paying 6 for cunning?
I cannot imagine.
Chris
is paying 6 for cunning.
Chris is paying 6 for
Chris
cunning.
is 6-0.
I'm
Maybe
pretty
that's
sure that was
a
a
good
cunning
deck
in his hand.
So I guess the CAD has passed.
Ooh,
And
okay,
he
he's got some
loses that
hyperfoil.
first
So this is
turn
a
play.
crafty smuggler. Does he kill that? Yep, he's getting his token.
He does.
That's dead.
It's a rough start. Yeah, I think you got to go wide there, or you've Migs. Yeah, see, Migs can't do it because crafty.
Yep. Now if he's got, now there are 2 of them in hand. Whoo!
Yeah, I think this is a rough matchup for Kylo.
TV, can you take score this turn, please? This round. Thank you. You're saying it's a rough matchup for Kylo, Clint?
Yeah, I
agree.
I think.
Yeah.
Especially with the current scenario.
Yeah.
First turn is gone. You have a shielded unit on the board. It's gonna be tricky. I saw he's got a Bo-Katan, but Bo-Katan's gonna get wiped because he's gonna go into her plus ping her. It's very. You gotta go space if you can.
I mean, look, this is a low pressure situation for each one of these
That's
players
true.
because they're both in top 8. So, Peter's probably thankful that he's seen this matchup here,
Correct.
and not in round 2.
Or first round of top 8. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's interesting. What do you kill here? I mean, you kill Bo-Katan. I think you trade Bo-Katan. I mean, not trade, but you kill her because you can then kill the Stormtrooper with literally everything. Yeah.
Assuming, Kylo will have initiative. Yeah.
Aussie Wookiee with the custom tokens. Which tokens were they? The big red ones?
I think
Or
he was
is that-
using some 3D printed tokens that he'd made.
Maybe these are his tokens, actually, the official ones. Maybe they're his.
Oh, okay, right.
Maybe that's what it is. If anybody does is it acrylic token that we're trying to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
If anybody can do acrylic token, just let us know.
Even though what we can do is Laser Gaming does do the big streaming tokens, and they do a custom initiative token with your logo on it as well. If you order order the streaming set through them.
Okay. What'd you say it was?
Laser Gaming tokens,
Laser Gaming tokens.
on Etsy.
Okay.
But I think you can. They've got a website, or you can email them direct.
Okay, so he went 5 to base, gets killed by Daring Raid. I don't know about that play there. I mean, his Kylo's gonna roam freely now. Oh, Daring Raid.
Okay.
I mean, that's strong because then you can.
Okay.
Ooh. I think he's got a false choke in hand. Or maybe that was Peter that had a false choke.
There's a force
5 to
choke.
7.
On 4-7. No, yeah. So force choke still kills.
Aussie Wookie, can you try to make have Chris use white dice, please? Because that black dice is kind of blending in. It's not a black dice, but it blends in. If you don't mind.
Tim,
TV
I've had a lot on my plate the
should be
last few weeks.
5-7. Thanks,
But
Aussie.
yes, we need to talk about the acrylic tokens thing.
Okay.
I actually haven't seen you in like 6 weeks, so
Okay, so he bossed the Kylo. Feels okay. Feels pretty good.
Right, gentlemen, I'm on my first energy drink of the day.
first energy drink. I'm about to have my energy drink, which is not the energy drink that you're having.
Oh, well. Going in for the marathons.
Okay, so we are 7 verse 5, or 5 verse 7, with Kylo's tie silence from forward. Reset. I mean, Kylo's hanging.
He's more than
He
hanging.
hasn't used it. He hasn't used his Tarkintown.
Yeah, but Kylo's dead and got one swing,
And Cad isn't.
one half.
Yeah, Cad isn't, and Kylo's already top decking.
Yeah.
Yes, caffeinated curly. It is the last round of Swiss. Correct. Not breakfast for us though. Okay.
I've been dodging you.
What does he play here?
We do
He's on
need to
6.
come to top right soon. We've just had far too many other things on organising all this stuff.
Okay. 10-5. It's interesting. He's only got 2 cards in hand.
I mean, I can see this is how a cunning would blow him completely out.
7 is the final round, yeah, Killjoy. Final round of Swiss, and then we'll have 3 rounds.
Oh, here we go. He's got it.
What do you do here?
I think you make him discard a card, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I think I would have discarded there.
Absolutely.
I think you +4 and discard.
I think you discard first. Yeah, you do.
Is it random discard or you choose?
Random.
It's random.
Random. Yeah, I think I definitely would have made him discard there.
Let's put 8 into his base though.
Because he's already top decking.
13 to 12. I got it.
Okay, so you can definitely ship that. Now there are 2 of them.
13-12. He's got the advantage. He's got the better unit on the board. Kylo is resourcing way more than we've seen him resourced against Palp. I find.
Okay, so he's chucking 4 in.
You pretty much stop at 6 though. You don't. Oh, he got 7 on, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Then Cad's gonna hit for 4 unless he's got some other pump, like a surprise strike.
It's tricky here. I think
I
I can
actually
see it
think
now.
the
There are
Cad
2
play
of
is drawn a
them.
little bit flat.
Why? Shouldn't they be at 20? if Ruthless Raider swings in for 4?
He already swung.
Nah, he already took.
He already swung.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay.
Okay, so he's hitting for 7. They're racing, so now he's on 20.
Oop.
Danger zone. Now he can't play the little 2/1 that does 1 damage to each base. Sorry, otherwise he puts himself in Cad range. Ooh, daring raid.
18.
Yeah.
This is tight.
Oh, wow. That's GG's. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Ready,
No
Cad
answer to
Bane.
that.
That hurts. Okay, so Chris takes
That-
game 1.
Okay, all right. Let's just talk about that for a minute. How can Cad Bane take a space?
He is the ultimate bounty hunter.
Get
It's-
angry. Get angry, Clint. I've had enough of it. He can, and that's it. He's the best bounty hunter.
Like,
He is the best bounty
I-
hunter. The judge has
I
spoken.
don't know. I don't know if I agree with that design choice.
I mean, if you're talking about this, then how can an Avenger kill the village protectors? That makes no sense.
Planetary
They're
bombardment.
they're indestructible. They have spears. I don't want to hear it. That was a good play.
It was.
Fa-
It was,
Archeon, who's saying facing a Cad Bane during draft is even more soul crushing. So Cad Bane is absolutely terrifying in draft. We played a draft not that long ago, before Christmas. Someone had 2 Cad Banes. Someone put 2 Cad Banes in their draft. Oh, was it a pre-release, Clint? I think it may have been a pre-release actually. The one at
there was a pre-release.
I think it was
Yeah,
the
they
pre-release
pulled
at Waywoods. They had 2 Cads, I
Yeah.
think. Nightmare
they-
stuff.
Yeah, they pulled a regular CAD and a foil CAD.
You can shoot a man
Actually,
from
that was
space.
Lockie,
but you
wasn't
can- No, it was one of the newer gentlemen that I don't know him. He came with his,
Oh, I
the
think
two,
it was
the two magic
maybe it
guys.
was Simon or Jordan. Yeah.
2 magic guys. Damn, that went quick.
It did. This is
I mean,
not going to be a long round.
It's not gonna be a long round, but I mean, like Kylo was kind of hanging. He was there. And then just out of nowhere, that Cad, man.
Yeah, your only option here is to go wide, but you need things that are going to escape. Either be killed by the ping, or enough units on there that you can ignore the Tarkintown.
Yeah.
That's really your only option.
So again, both players are undefeated right now. Top of the table clash. They will both be in top 8, obviously.
Sorry, Tebow.
No, go ahead. I was just reading the comment of Mad Dog. Mad Dog was saying, "Am I crazy? Thinks that Kylo is low skill. Just play whatever you draw." I think it's a bit more complicated than that. I think knowing when to discard, what to discard. Obviously, it's a little bit of just play what you draw. I get that. But I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. I mean, TV can probably speak to that a little bit more because he actually played Kylo.
It's a bit more that after Kylo's dead. The finesse of it is prior to Kylo like deploying. You want to deploy him in the best
Scenario.
sort of moment. You want to create the best circumstances for him to hit as big as he can. Ideally, like I said earlier, you want him twice. If you can hit him twice big, you're having a good time. Because like if you can swing in twice with him with a blade on him, most of the time he's hitting for 8 if you've got no cards in hand. At worst 7 with 1, because you kind of go into his flip turn with no cards in hand. Then on the next turn you draw 2 cards, you resource 1, he's going to be -1 until you play that card. Sometimes it's worth just swinging in for that hit. You do need to survive, but you don't need to survive after 2 hits. Anything above 2 swings with Kylo is just gravy. Afterwards, it's just about going wide and playing as much as you can. Because once Kylo's dead, it doesn't matter about your card size. So you want to try and draw cards off your aggressions, anything else that can kind of get you more units, and then just go wide and just start pinging until they're dead. And by ping, I don't mean CAD ping. I mean, yeah. Hitting with those little units, like certain things, like some of those combo plays I talked about was like benthic 2 tubes. So like you might swing with him first, and then give Kylo raid 2. Play an aggression. You can ready the benthic again, and swing with benthic again, and give Kylo raid 4. So he can hit big, and you kind of just want to get them. You want to get the enemy base to just off being defeated.
Yeah, so you can close out with Chaos of War or something along those lines. James is saying Kylo feels like it must have a bad matchup into Cad. Yep, you would be correct.
Really does.
Cad's more of a tempo mid-range deck. If there's such a thing, like it can keep you off your cards while gaining carded, board presence or card advantage. Kylo is just very low to the ground.
Force throw.
What's that? Oh, he
just did a force throw.
Oh, to pitch the card, yeah. Must have been.
Okay, gets rid of Mr. Bones here. Yeah, makes him draw. Nothing on board for Cad yet. That's it's gonna be hard. For Kylo, sorry.
I think a Migs is your only two cost first turn play you want to run.
I think
because you can trade it.
Tarkintown
You will
Bazine
lose your
feels
Migs.
weak here.
Yeah.
Feels
If you're the CAD player, you're feeling pretty good at the moment.
So happy about him talking
about this.
Why do you Tarkintown this Bazine? I get the McClunky play.
Because it can play into two. It's a McClunky play, but like Mr. Bones, you don't want to trade a Bazine with Mr. Bones, but it does. Or your Stormtroopers for 3. Like Bazine kills a lot of your low
That's
costs.
I think we're losing a little bit of stream quality here. Stream's getting a little bit.
I think it's just catching up. It'll be fine.
I appreciate that they flipped where the ground and space units were meant to go. Okay, punishing one. So unit that is really, really important for Peter, but Chris is gonna be able to handle that relatively easily. Plays an underworld unit, pings it, Tarkintown. And
I've actually taken the punishing ones out of my Kylo deck.
Now there are 2 of them for Zuckus. Okay. Now that's
Huge.
Wow.
Huge.
That's GG's. Why would you do that if you're Peter? Why do you buff the punishing one knowing that you're gonna get Tarkintown? Just get the 3 damage in. You know what I mean? Did he forget about Tarkintown?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think this game will be very long. I think.
I think what we have to appreciate, it's been a long day.
Absolutely.
And this matchup doesn't really matter.
That's what I mean.
For both these players because they're both in the top 8.
First damage on base. Yep, 4 on base. I think Peter is gonna. It's gonna be okay losing that potentially. He can come back. He's got punch. But yeah, I'm a bit surprised. I get that he wanted to. Where's the damage, right? He wanted to have 1 less card for his Kylo flip, but it just feels like you were better off swinging with the punishing one, doing 1 damage. Yeah, if you only get 1 swing out of your Kylo and it's for 4, it's not the best. What did he do here? Pillage. Okay, so he pillaged him. Interesting. So Kylo, I wonder if he sideboarded that pillage.
He must have. There was no way you'd run that main deck.
Yeah, so he got that pillage and he got rid of a No Good To Me Dead and a Waylay. Which I think if you're Chris, you're not mad about losing these 2 cards. They're probably not amazing in this matchup. You have such a good board presence already.
Well, he's dealt with Kylo. All he now has to deal with is these little 1-drop weenies that every time he plays a underworld unit,
just
he
like
can just
it's
clear
gonna
them
be
off
the
the
case
board.
right now, yeah. What does he have? Oh, okay, he's resourcing still. I guess he wants to get Cad out, so it makes sense. Cool, crafty. Cool. These are really nice shield tokens. I wonder where they got them from.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tim. It's a matchup that is not super duper relevant, being both 6-0.
Yeah, the team's saying obviously one, you potentially don't want to give any secret to your opponent, as you may hit them again in the later rounds. That's true. Which is surprising because obviously Peter went into his sideboard there. So how much is on base now? 14. Cad coming out, so he's got Mix, he's discarding 1 card. He's gonna deal 2 damage to Zuckus, interestingly enough. That's tough in this matchup because now okay, so he's killing Migs. The Chaos of Wars are not as good because Chris is playing with such few cards. So you're gonna do 1 or 2 damage max. Yeah, kills Zuckus.
Yeah, I think you want units.
He's only running 1 card. He must have resourced. Oh, it must be his Raider. He needs to get to 6 to get the Raider. Not punishing 1.
Doesn't have it. See, sometimes in that spot, I think I tend to like if I'm at 5 resources going into 6 and I don't have a Ruthless Raider in hand, I won't resource.
Yeah.
I'll just play it.
21. I'm missing. Oh yeah, got extra swing. 21. Beam, daring raid, and that is game. Peter gets to 25 with the Straft Smuggler and the daring raid. So Chris wins 2-0 and Chris goes into top 8 cut, undefeated in Swiss 7 zip. So we'll catch you guys for the top 8 in a few minutes. Bye.
Is the CAD the only 7-0? Or is there
Believe
another
so.
7-0?